Hello everyone, the holiday season is here. As we embrace the festive spirit, I have a special gift for you. Today, I'm excited to guide you through building your own project AI agents using Copilot Studio Agent Builder in BizChat. And guess what? It's completely no code. So if you are a business user or citizen developer, it's going to be super helpful for you to create customized experience for your users or customers. I'll kick off first defining what the agents are and why we even need to create agents. Then we will explore the different tool sets in Microsoft ecosystem to build agents. And then we will do demo to building our own agents. We will also explore some pre-built agents and see how they can help actually to build our own agents, for example, templates that they provide. And the use case that we have, it's a very common use case. Basically, in agile projects, when you roll out MVPs or every time you add new increments, you would have a user manual or user guide so that users can refer to it when they complete certain tasks in the application. That can include frequent asked questions, job aid, that can also include troubleshooting, etc. So as you imagine, sometimes they get very lengthy, like 50, 60 pages, and users they just have hard time to finding information by scrolling up and scrolling down. So what we will do, we will use user manual as a knowledge source and build agent on top of that. So users will use that agent to get answers those knowledge sources. It's going to be a very simple use case. I would recommend just follow along. So the prerequisite here, you will need to have Microsoft 365 Copilot license plus one of Microsoft 365 business or enterprise plans. So I'm super excited. Without further ado, let's get started. First, let's define what is a declarative agent. So according to Microsoft, declarative agents are customized versions of Microsoft 365 Copilot. So now you have a license, you use Copilot. Every time you have to provide context, you have to ask Copilot, hey, refer to these specific files. But when you build a declarative agent, you can actually feed your specific data sources or knowledge sources, and every time you users ask question, it your agent understands that it needs to refer to those specific files. So that's the personalized part. So you provide specific instructions. For example, you can ask agent, hey, these are the certain steps that you need to follow, and actions are currently not available in agent builder, but it's coming soon. If you want to also add actions, then you will need to create those agents in Copilot Studio, and you can also add the knowledge. So there are pre-built and customized agents. So basically you can leverage pre-built agents. It's already in Microsoft Store, but you can also build your own custom agents. Let's also explore spectrum of agents. On the one spectrum, we have simple, and on the other hand, we have advanced agents. And the simple agents, that this is what we are going to build today, basically retrieves the data from your data sources. It's very simple, but yet it's very effective. And these are generally available. The other one is task. So you can add actions into your agent and they will perform certain actions for you. This is also generally available in Copilot Studio, but not in Agent Builder as of now. Last one, which is advanced one, it's autonomous. It does the planning for you. So when you build the agent, you provide instructions, you provide actions, you provide triggers, and based on the user input or prompt, it plans its own next actions. This is far advanced. It's not generally available yet, but this is the roadmap when it comes to agents. Let's also understand different tools in Microsoft ecosystem to build agents. The first one is Microsoft 365 Copilot. So this is your day-to-day productivity AI tool. You use this in Word, PowerPoint, in Teams, etc. Sometimes you might have special use cases that you want, like personalized experience. That's time that you can extend Microsoft 365 Copilot by creating declarative agents. The other tool is Microsoft Copilot Studio. And the Copilot Studio is an end-to-end conversational AI product for building your own agents or extending Microsoft Copilot with generative AI. This is very powerful. As I said before, you can add multiple data sources. You can bring data from third-party services, for example, ServiceNow. You can add actions, you can add triggers. It's really a great tool to build enterprise-grade or department-level agents. The other one is Azure AI Foundry. So this is completely pro-code tool. So you can build generative AI applications on enterprise-grade platform, and this is designed for more professional developers. Now that we have understanding of these toolsets, let's go ahead and build our own agent. So there are three ways that you can get access to agents in Microsoft. The first one is microsoft365.com/chat. You can also do office.com/chat, and you can also get access to these agents, create your own agents in Microsoft Teams. Just simply click Copilot. If this is collapsed, you can extend this. You will see list of agents and also two key action items here. Get Copilot agents and create an agent. So by the way, when you are here, make sure that you are in the work experience. If you switch to web, you will not see them. So make sure it's in the work. So once you are here, if you extend on the right pane, you will see some pre-built agents. Anytime you want to get access to agents, you can simply click Get Copilot Agents. This will take you to Microsoft App Store. And here, if you scroll up and down, you will see different copilots or agents. So let's look at one. This is, for example, Mira agent. It's built by Mira. If you want, you can add this, but I'm more interested in the ones that built by Microsoft. So if you look at here, this is the name of the agent, and next to it you will see Copilot icon, as well as you will see Microsoft Corporation. This is built by Microsoft, so I've already added this, so I can open this. But if you scroll bottom, you will see there are a couple more. So Career Coach is one of them. I can easily add them, and you can review the details, but click Add. Perfect. If you want, you can open in Copilot, but I will have other Copilots here that I want to add it. So another one is Learning Coach here. I will also add this. Click Add. Perfect. Now if I come back to Copilot, this is basically BizChat. So if you look at now, you will see a couple of the Copilots here, like Learning Coach, Career Coach, and there is one another Copilot agent that I built a couple of days ago. I will show what it does. If you use any of them more oftenly, so you can easily pin this, and it's right here. If you want to uninstall, you can just click and uninstall. You can also get access to Copilot agents using @ and you can look for agents that you installed. Using agents are not limited to only Microsoft Teams. So you can also use agents in Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. So I'm here in Word. So click Copilot icon. This will open up a Copilot pane. And here, if you click Add, you will see a list of the agents. So if you click one, so you can chat with it, or if you want, open prompt coach here, and this will give you some examples. You can, for example, use some starter prompts to interact with the agent. So let's come back here. anytime you want to understand what's the purpose of pre-built agents, or you can just simply ask, what can you do? So no, I'm in the Copilot experience itself, so I need to go to prompt coach or open any other agents, so I can ask question, what can you do? Perfect. And it shows its purpose here. Generate prompts, analyze prompts, fix prompts, provide examples, and ensure compliance. So this is great. So these are the ways that we can use pre-built agents. I'm assuming we will see more and more pre-built agents specific to, for example, maybe a project management, marketing, etc. Perfect. So we can also create our own agent. To do that, click create an agent. And here there are two ways that we can alter our copilots. The first one here by describing it in natural language. This is basically a Copilot experience. We are interacting with Copilot to create an agent for us. So what it does, for example, I can say create a fag project agent. So perfect. So this is basically conversational experience. Copilot asks you certain questions you need to answer, like the description of your agent, instructions, etc. You provide, and then Copilot create them. So you can see them in the configuration, for example. Based on your description, it adds instructions and description, etc. You can also leverage pre-built templates here, for example, Prompt Coach. I highly recommend leveraging this. Even if you don't use it, just go ahead and see how it's built as a template. So if I click Prompt Coach, now I can go to configuration actually. So look at here. So we have a name, we have a description, and we have instructions. Look how it is formatted. So this is the key for agent to understand. Let's make this a little bigger. Overall direction. This can be very helpful to understand when you build agents, how you can provide better instructions, description, etc. But in fact, Microsoft actually put really nice documentation in Microsoft Learn that you can leverage. So it's called Write Effective Instructions for Declarative Agents. I will put this in the video description, but let's explore it together. So when you build agent, of course, you need to provide very high level description so that users can understand the purpose of agent, but the more importantly, providing instruction components. Instructions are very key because they determine the behavior of your agent. So here we should put purpose, we can put general guidelines, that can include general directions, tone. For example, you might ask your agent, hey, be professional, but at the same time be friendly. But you can even go further. You can provide step-by-step instructions, error handling, feedback and iteration, etc. You provide, let's say, purpose. You can then provide guidelines, and guidelines can have multiple instructions as well. You can put general directions, tone restrictions, etc. And also the skills. Skills are very important because this is like agent. You teach your agent, this is the specific skill set that you will have, and this is how you can help users. And if you scroll bottom, you will see more descriptions here. For example, purpose, clearly define the role and the area of expertise of the agent. And here is the example. We have guidelines, we have skills. So this is really, really great resource. I highly recommend using it. So based on these instructions, I created sample prompt. So I will come here. It's in Microsoft. I put it in Microsoft Loop. I will also put this in our video description. So I'll just simply copy this. So I'll come back to Copilot. The second way to build your agent or author your agent is manuals. The first one was using Copilot, and the second one is manual. I will exit from here and click create an agent. This time I will choose configure. So as you can see, I don't use any template now. I'll put these instructions. I'll name fag agent and description helping users with the fag. So perfect. We had again, you can add more description, but the key point here is the instructions. This determines. So again, you can add more description, but keep it short, and this will appear here. Name also will appear on the right side, you can see, and then instructions. If you click here, as I said, this determines the behavior of agent. Let's scroll bottom. Now we have knowledge sources here. So we can add SharePoint. Right now it only shows SharePoint, but there is another data source that we can use called Microsoft Graph. Basically, we can connect to third-party services, but your admin will need to turn that on. So you can copy and paste the SharePoint URL, but it needs to be 2 level deep. And what we can do it here, we can add our file directly here. If I click browse, I have a demo site here. Click. I can actually also select entire folder as well, but right now I will only select this Word file. It's already added. Also, I typically turn this off if the web content, because if you keep it turned on, it will also use its own knowledge. So I don't typically use it. I want my agent refer to this specific file. So if you want to do that, make sure that web content is turned off. As of now, actions are not available in Copilot Studio Agent Builder. So if you want to leverage them, then you need to build your agent in Copilot Studio. So actions are available there. The other one is capabilities. The image generator, code interpreter. Basically, you boost your agent with additional pre-built capabilities. And it's not part of this use case, but I've built another agent and added code interpreter there. Let's see it. I'm here. It's called DevOps Assistant. I'll open this up. I will ask create a burn down chart based on the following information and paste it here. This is basically some historical data that I have. I took it from Excel. I actually asked Copilot to create it, and let's see what this will do. So I can just hit send. It's a code interpreter, basically using Python code, and it turns our natural language prompt into a code to create really good visualizations, analyze data, and if you have any math problems. And I think it's very great. Perfect. Now it is creating now. And as you can see, it created this beautiful chart for us. And so if you want to see the details, like what's the Python code, you can click and you will see the code here. And if you want to share this, you can just simply click editing page and share this with your colleagues by sharing the page link, etc. I think it's really strong capability, but for our use case, we don't need this. I just wanted to show these capabilities, and I hope we will see more and more capabilities coming to agents. So another thing here we can do is helping our end users to understand what they can do with our agent by providing starter prompts. And here we can basically put some sample, maybe in our case is frequent asked questions. So we can maybe add couple of mostly asked or frequently asked questions so that users can easily leverage them without putting their own prompt. So I have some samples. I will put it here. I just added my first starter prompt. You can see it's right here. It already appeared. This is one thing I really like about Agent Builder, because you can easily see the end result while you are building. So as soon as I add, for example, another prompt, starter prompt error, now let's go ahead and we can see that's the title. I have the description here. I will take it from here. I can paste it here. Perfect. Maybe we can be more descriptive here. I'll just take this entire title and come back here, paste it here. So perfect. Now you can see it here. If I want to use it, I can just simply click System Recommends and hit Send. Perfect. The answers actually coming from our knowledge source. And here is our knowledge source. This is the user manual. Nothing very fancy. It's just an example. I can show it to you. And if you look at here, system recommends, that's the same answer that our agent provided us. So we can copy it. Also, if you want to see your agent knowledge source more detail, you can remove it from here. You can open this to see in detail, or you can even open it in SharePoint. Perfect. So I can come back here. I'm happy with the starter prompts here, but again, you can add up to 6 starter prompts. If you want to try it again, you can click just simple a new chat, etc. There's also another button here. It's right now grayed out, open in full version. So this will allow you create and configure your agents in Copilot Studio. Right now it's not available yet. Hope we can see it next year. So once I'm done, all I need, so let's review it one more time. As I said again, make sure that you provide enough instructions here. Uh, I just, based on the Microsoft instructions, I put this together. So purpose, you serve users as a FAQ assistant, providing answers from the user guide manual to help users with their questions about the new Power Apps application. You provide the guidelines. For example, communication should be professional, friendly, and approachable. You have skills here, for example, understand and interpret user queries to identify the relevant information needed, welcome the logged in user by first name and ask how you can assist them. For example, we can test this out right now. So I'm here. So if I click, so perfect. This part that says, hi Rafsam Senov, how may I help you? This is coming from this instruction. So that's why it's going to be very important when you build agents to provide instructions. There are more skill set. As I said, I'll put this in the video description that you can use. Error handling, how to handle with errors. If there's a missing prerequisites, if you don't find information, then if relevant information cannot be found in the user guide manual, inform the user politely. For example, let's test this out. I'm going to click new chat. How can I fish? Perfect. This is the instructions that we found. We put it here in the instructions and look at it here. Hi Rafsan Hussainov, how may I help you? It seems like you are asking about phishing. Unfortunately, I couldn't find specific information. So that's one of the key use cases to building agents, because you are asking your agent, hey, just refer to this file. Do not refer to other files, emails, chat, because it's basically fine tuned on your specific use case. So personalized experience. That's why you would build your own agents. So great. Once you're happy, you can just click create. By the way, when you come back and edit your agents, everything you add, it's auto saved, but it's not auto published to the end user. So your agent was created successfully. Perfect. Now we can just click change sharing settings. Let's look at this right now. I can only see this, but if you want, you can make it specific users in your organization with security groups. So again, you can't share this with individuals. You can share this with security groups. For example, I have one security group called Power Apps PM app. So this is the security group that I can share, or I can share with the anyone in my organization. But keep that in mind. If you are using SharePoint files, folders, and when you share them with the security groups or any other people, if they don't have access to the underlying data sources, agents will not provide the answers coming from those files. So it's going to be very important when you share these agents. You also need to share the underlying data sources with the people, security groups that are going to use agents. So I can just click for now only me, cancel. This means, as I said, I can update it. Perfect. Go to agent. So this is similar experience like you get using Copilot for M365. So it's a familiar user interface or UI that you can use it. Same thing I can, maybe let's look at here what we have in our file. So I'll simply ask, how can I submit an intake request? How can I submit an intake request? Perfect, hit send. Perfect. This is the answer. We can review it together. The same answer. That's perfect. And also it gives me the citation. And I can also see the underlying data source here. So again, this is really, really great. But now if you're curious, hey, I built this, but how can I edit this? Currently, it's a little bit cumbersome. I hope they can improve it. So to edit the existing agent, so what you will need to do, click create an agent. Here you can select view all agents, then click edit button. So here you can edit, maybe add more starter prompts. One actually here, I will say, okay, how can submit and take request. By the way, for the message part, you can also add icons, but you can't for the titles. So here we go. And now I can update and go to agent. Now you see it appeared here. Perfect. Testing is also very important. I typically build agents in Copilot Studio, and to test, I have these test scripts. I actually asked Copilot to create it. So you would add the high-level testing titles here, for example, information retrieval, and you would add steps to execute. For example, user ask a question about the future in Power Apps application. You would add the expected result, and then what's the actual result, and based on that you would put here status, whether it's passed or failed. So again, this is very important before publishing and making your agent available to other users. Just do some testing. So now we have agent. If you want, you can again like uninstall, you can delete it, and you can also pin it under here. So that means that if you use this a lot, you can easily move up and down based on how often do you use. So this is it. And as you saw, it's super easy building agents in Agent Builder in BizChat. So this way you can improve the user experience, you can save time. So now instead of your users opening a large file and search and filter information, they can simply ask agent specific questions, and it will retrieve information from the files that you have. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you think this was helpful, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Your support really helps me to put out more videos and tutorials related to agents, Copilot Studio, and Microsoft 365 Copilot. And if you have any comments, thoughts, use cases, please put them in the comment section, and I will be happily reviewing and getting back to you. So happy holidays, and I'll see you next year. Thanks.